And so I think there's a chance that LeBron might get traded. But let's talk about it because LeBron has a no trade clause. So if he doesn't want to go, he doesn't have to go, right? Like the Lakers, I'm not saying the Lakers want to trade him. Like I don't think the Lakers are actively shopping LeBron. Let me just say that. Like I think they're happy to have LeBron stay if LeBron wants to stay for the rest of his career, right? So like I'm not saying the Lakers are trying to get rid of LeBron, but even if they were, they can't do anything without LeBron's approval because he has the no trade clause. So basically, if LeBron said, if the Lakers, for example, were like, we want to trade you to Miami for Jimmy Butler, right? Obviously, that's not happening. But let's just say the Lakers wanted to do that. They can't do that without LeBron's approval. LeBron has a no trade clause. So with that being said, if LeBron wants to leave, then there could be something that might be done because the Lakers, I think, would trade LeBron if he requested out. Why? Because like LeBron, brought them a championship. And again, I think they did the Luka trade for the future of their franchise. And so, well, again, they're not kicking LeBron out. They are, I think, willing to move on from him if LeBron said he wanted out. Whereas prior to the Luka trade, maybe not so much because they obviously didn't have a franchise-changing player to replace LeBron, right? So that is the first thing. So if LeBron says he wants out, I could see LeBron going to the Warriors. Now listen, I floated this idea around last year or 2 years ago, whatever it was. I think it might have been last year. And I said, listen, it's not a high probability that LeBron goes to the Lakers. I thought it was more likely before he had re-signed to the Lakers because he was a free agent. So I was like, he could go to the Warriors if he want. He obviously has to take a discount at that point, but like that's a different story. But then once he re-signed, I'm like, okay, clearly that's not happening right now, right? I still think it's a realistic possibility. Here's why. Because LeBron, as we know, still wants to win. Like, I don't think there's any reason to think that LeBron doesn't want to win another title if he can. And if he could do it in LA, I mean, obviously he would because he's already there and Bronny's there and stuff like that. And, we hear that he loves LA. So, like, if he had an opportunity to win another one there, I believe he would. But I don't know that there is an opportunity to win another one in LA as currently constructed because Luka is still hurt right now. So, like, they don't even know. I mean, they say that they're going to try to get Luka back before the All-Star break, but we'll see. And regardless, like, LeBron and Luka, although two top-tier talents, like, if anybody could figure out how to play with anybody, it's LeBron, right? Like, he could figure it out. But at the end of the day, Luka and LeBron are redundant together in the sense that they both like to have the ball in their hands, and I think Luka might be the most ball-dominant guy in the league. I'm not even saying that in a bad way necessarily. Like, I do think he needs to play off the ball a little more, but, like, the fact is you have two of the most ball-dominant guys, and again, rightfully so because they both have success doing it. But the point is they have such similar skill sets that it kind of is redundant. But regardless, like I said, the Lakers did this trade for the future of their franchise. That's clearly, what it is. But LeBron, again, like I said, would love to still win another title. Like, who wouldn't? It would add to his legacy. LeBron is regarded as one of the best players, of all time. Like, wherever you rank him, he's one of the best, somewhere in there. And so LeBron would love to play with someone like Steph Curry, and Steph Curry would love to play with LeBron. I mean, I don't have any inside source on that, but, like, we know that I'm sure they would get along and love to play together, right? And the chemistry and the fit, LeBron and Steph Curry, is crazy. Do you know how well they would fit together? Like, Steph plays off the ball all the time. How many times we see Draymond being, the point forward, the point guard for them? Draymond is, running the offense a lot. And it works because Steph Curry is constantly running around the court playing off the ball. Imagine you have LeBron and you know you can't guard LeBron when he gets into the paint. Even at 40 years old, you cannot guard LeBron when he goes downhill. Like, you just can't do it. And so can you imagine he goes to the paint and the defense, you know, ouch, scratch my face. And the defense collapses on him, and then you kick it out to Steph Curry in the corner for 3? That's automatic. That's automatic. I just hit the wall too. Getting crazy here. But so I see a possibility where LeBron goes to Golden State to play with Steph Curry, get one last ring together, finish your career on a high note. And honestly, LeBron could go other places as well. Like, he doesn't have to pick the Warriors. He can pick any situation because, again, he has a no trade clause. And tons of teams would take LeBron if he wanted to go there, right? But LeBron is too old to be doing back cuts. Well, again, I do think, you know, just like when they brought in KD, although a little different because KD was obviously younger, still like clearly in his prime, and KD doesn't play the same style of basketball as LeBron because, you know, we know who KD is. However, they did adjust, you know, their offense a bit to KD. Like, obviously he had to adjust to them and they adjusted to him. So like, they would obviously figure out a way to adjust it a bit to fit LeBron's style a little bit better. But at the same time, like, they don't, like, LeBron doesn't have to be doing everything, you know, like, there's Draymond there. Like, Draymond can still be there and run point guard as he does now. And again, you have Steph Curry, who's going to do a lot of work as well. Like, part of the reason LeBron, you know, can't win a title right now in LA is because they just traded away Anthony Davis. And even with Anthony Davis, a lot of us, you know, don't believe that that team was going to win the championship this year. But like, especially after trading him, now they don't have any centers. Okay, they have Jackson Hayes. That, no disrespect to Jackson Hayes. I really apologize. I don't mean it like that, but like, they don't have, like, Anthony Davis was complaining that he needed another center so he could play the 4. So imagine without Anthony Davis, where's the rim protection? Where is all that, right? So as currently constructed, I don't think the Lakers are winning the championship. And when you combine 2 top 10 players all time, I'm just saying top 10 because I think Steph Curry is clearly top 10. I think Steph Curry might be number 5, in my opinion, on this list in you know, in NBA history. But like, I'm not going into that. I don't have a whole top 10 list. I'm just saying he's somewhere in there, right? And LeBron is obviously in the top 10 all time as well, right? So you have 2 top 10 players all time. Okay, past, you know, Steph is still at the tail end of his prime. You could say LeBron's past his prime, whatever, but like 2 top 10 players all time, you don't want to play them in the playoffs. The IQ, the ability to get it done when it matters, and the ability to play off each other would be crazy. Like, absolutely insane. Someone said they still want to win, plus LeBron doesn't play defense for 48 minutes. Yeah, but I don't, again, like, I feel like when you combine certain talent, you can mask some of those things. Like, we all know LeBron can't play the same defense he played when he was 26. It's just not physically possible. But the Warriors can have other players around who can, you know, hide some of those defensive lapses. And when LeBron needs to, he will and can play defense. And again, because he will have someone like Steph Curry taking some of the offensive load off of him, whether it's scoring or whatever it is, just like pressure, the double teams, all those kind of things, it may allow LeBron to actually play more defense than he does right now because Steph Curry is making it so much easier on offense for him. So like, he's putting less stress and strain on his body offensively compared to what he is on the Lakers right now, right? So he may actually be playing more defense because he has more time and more energy. Not more time, but more energy, right? And again, LeBron doesn't have to go to the Warriors necessarily. I just feel like if he was going to waive his no trade clause, it would be somewhere where he thinks he could contend for a championship. And also because Bronny is in LA, I feel like the Warriors make sense because then he's still close to Bronny, because I don't think he wants to leave Bronny by himself, right? Like, that's why I do think he still wants to be in LA, and I think there's still a decent chance that he stays, right? Like they said, the right now it seems that LeBron is going to stay past the trade deadline, and he may very well do so. I'm saying if he were to waive his no trade clause and go somewhere, at least going to the Warriors makes sense personnel-wise, fit-wise. You have a chance to win a championship with someone and Draymond too. Him and Draymond are really good friends. We know this. So 2 guys who have been there, done that, won 4 championships, played against him in the final, so he knows what they're like. And then obviously Steve Kerr, Hall of Fame coach, right? And like I said, being close to Bronny. He's still in California. He's in San Francisco.